Hello, this is Belen, and I'm doing uh, presenting my presentation for lab number 10. Let's start with question number 1. It says produce a list of all customer name in which the first letter of the first name and the first letter of the last name is in upper cases and the rest are in lower cases. So to do that, the character that we need to put in, the syntax is in a cup. So it's gonna be first select first name. That's for the first row for column. I'm sorry, first and last name. We put those two poles to create a space between the two, and then the single quotation mark to create a space as well. The two pole strikes are for combining, concatenation, and this single quotation is for the space. Comma, last name is the column name is gonna be name and quotation mark because we want it to be split like that. So the first name in a cap, in a bracket, first name, and comma in a cap, last name. That gives us the cup with the first and last name in two separate columns with the first letter of both capitalized. Number 2, create a list of all customer numbers along with their text indicating whether the customer has been referred by another customer. Display the text not referred if the customer wasn't referred to. Just leave books by another customer or referred in quotation if the customer was referred. To do that, we're gonna do the NVL. That's gonna help us. That's gonna help allow us to replace names to substitute names, or like when it's with null. Whenever we're putting something that's gonna come out with no value, we have to do the NVL. And also the to char is also gonna convert date or numbers to format chartered string. So in the to char, we're gonna put the n in bracket n and f, and n is for the number or date to format, and the f is format argument to be used. So in this one, we're gonna say customer, select customer number from comma, NVL to char is referred if it is referred by customer, or not referred as, or referred or not referred as referred from customers. So if it is referred, it's gonna say referred. If it's not referred, it's gonna say not referred in the table. Number 3, determine the amount of total profit generated by the book purchased on order 1002. Display the book title on profit. The profit should be formatted to display a $sign in 2 decimal places. Take into action that the customer might not pay for full retail price, and each time order can involve multiple copies. So we're gonna say select book title, because we're gonna have book title, quantity, ISBN, and also the profit. To come up with the profit, we're gonna do ordered item times each, ordered item per each minus the cost times by the quantity. Ordered item per each, ordered item per each minus books cost times the quantity, the ordered items quantity. So in this case, so the paid each is gonna come from ordered item, and the cost is gonna come from book, and then multiply that by the quantity. So where order number is gonna be 102, order number is gonna be 102. So by doing that, so the customer number 1002, he ordered 2 books, and the profit for both of them is gonna be 49 8.1. Display a list of all book titles and the percentage of markup for each book. The percentage of markup should be displayed as a whole number. For example, 2079 equals to 28%. The percentage of makeup should reflect the difference between the retail and the cost amount as percent of the cost. So in order to do that, we're gonna select. So first of all, we have to come up with the 28% markup. So to do that, we're gonna do retail minus cost. Retail minus cost is gonna give us the markup, and then retail, and then cost, and then we're gonna round the markup to, first we're gonna get the 28% higher of that and then round it up. So to do that, we're gonna do round retail minus cost divided to cost times 10. That's gonna give us the markup times 28%. No, it's gonna give us we're gonna round the retail minus cost. Retail minus cost is the profit, right? So divided to the cost times 100 from box. So the markup is the 20, which is the 28%, 12.2. The retail is $30.95, and this is the cost. So retail minus cost is gonna give us 12.2, and then when we get the 28% of it, is gonna give us the 65, which is the markup percent. Number 5, display the current day of the week, hour, minutes, and seconds of the current date set on the computer you're using. Okay, so to do that, we're gonna say select system's date, comma, system's timestamp from 12. It's gonna be from the temporary file. So that's gonna be system date and the system timestamp. This is the stamp. That is the time during when I ran the query. Number 6, create a list of all book titles and cost. Proceed each book's cost with asterisk so that the width of the display cost field is 12. So we do this whenever we don't want anybody to put numbers in front of the cost or in front of the numbers. To do that, we are gonna say select in cap title. First of all, we're just gonna put the title T on that column name, and then LPAD is gonna allow us to put dots in front of the number. So cost, it has to be 12. Towards the field has to be 12, and then star, where the column name is going to be cost from books. So put stars in. To do that, to insert numbers or like signs or space before a number, we're just going to do the LPAD. Number 7, determine the length of data stored in the ISBN field of the books table. Make sure each different length is displayed only once, no once for each book. So only once. We just want the ISBN length. I guess it's all for all of them is the same. Select distinct length for ISBN from box. So it's gonna give us 10 and only one column. Number 8, use today's date. Determine the age in month of each book that just leaves sale. Make sure only one whole month are displayed. Ignore any portion of month. That's what we need to focus on. Ignore any portion of the month. Display the book title, publication date, and current date and age. So it's gonna say select title, publication date, system date as current date. So the system date is gonna be as current date, but we're gonna turn it turning the month between system date and publisher date. That's what we were trying to find out. And we're gonna drop all the, the portions of the month. So we put 0 as age in a month, from books. So that the difference of the system date and publication date with no portion of month is gonna be under age in month. That's the take one. Number 9, determine the calendar date of the next occurrence of Wednesday based on today's date. So we're gonna say select next date. Next date from what? Current date, Wednesday, if the date. So from today, the next Wednesday is gonna be, when is it gonna be next day? From Dual. So when we run it, it's gonna give us the date of when the next Wednesday is gonna be. Produce a list of each customer number and third and fourth digit of his or her zip code. The query should also display the portion of the first occurrence of a 3 in the customer's number if it exists. So we're gonna use Subster to do that, and then we're gonna give it the which character number is we need from it. So select customer number, zip, those are the columns, and for the Subster, for the numbers that we need to pick from the whole number, we're gonna Subster, SUBSTAR, zip. So we're gonna do the third place and the second place from the zip code. So as we see here, when we ran it, it took the first character is 3, 2, 3, 5, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So it's gonna take the third and the second. It's gonna be 32, and then from here it's gonna be 40, 30, 70. It's gonna take the third and the second from each from the 5 digits. Thank you. That's it for today.